In the U.S., the leader of the armed group that was occupied a wildlife refuge in Oregon, who was arrested on Tuesday, has urged the remaining occupiers to return home. I-24 News reporter Ezra Taylor has more.
3 more arrested overnight in the Oregon wildlife occupation, with 5 more allowed to leave freely. The leader of the month-long armed occupation, Armand Bundy, urged remaining protesters on Wednesday to leave the site and go home. Law enforcement took Bundy into custody Wednesday when they surrounded the area and shot dead an activist, identified as Robert Lavoy Finicum, though the authorities didn't explain the fatality. But the dead activist may still bring new life to the armed occupation.
He's going to be very missed. He's a great man, and just because he's dead doesn't mean that his fight won't go on. He's now a martyr.
Oregon Governor Kate Brown also attempted to defuse the situation, saying there were other ways to deal with the problems.
The people of Oregon know how to resolve these matters through lawful processes. The people that were involved in this unlawful occupation were outsiders. They were not Oregonians.
The takeover, which started on January the 2nd with at least a dozen armed men, was a flare-up in the so-called Sagebrush Rebellion, a decades-old conflict over federal control of millions of acres in the West. Many residents said an armed protest was taking legitimate grievances too far, and with the leader urging for it to end, and a so-called martyr, the authorities still struggle to gain control.